Yo, what's up? Welcome back. Welcome to new. My name is Mark, and today we are back with another Twisted Wonderland reaction. This is the TREY dorm uniform vignette. Now, if you didn't know, TREY is actually my second favorite character in Twisted Wonderland so far from what I've seen of the characters. Riddle's my first one. That's obvious. If you haven't seen my glazing of him and defending of him since day one, he's my favorite character. Followed by TREY, and then Chenya's also my third favorite. But like TREY is, I'm excited to get into TREY's dorm uniform vignette because again, TREY's my favorite character. Now, before we get into it, as always, shout out to Songster Studios for the video. Make sure you hit the like button on the original video. Also hit the like button here. The link to the original will be in the description down below. Give it some love. And this is 23 minutes long, which means we're probably going to be here for a very long time. Probably not as long as the Riddle vignette. Maybe longer. Who knows? But also, while you're here, I do want to let you know that if you would like to see these vignette reactions and future event reactions a day or two or more early, you could check it out on Patreon in the description down below. I am going to be releasing all of these early access over there. They're usually going to be a day or two early, probably. Now, now you will of course get to see them here for free. So it's not necessary to go over to Patreon, but it's like if you want to support me and get these early, why not? Anyways, I am very excited to get into this, but as always, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hype the video in the YouTube mobile app if you're new here. Strap in if you've been here before, you know what to do. Grab your snacks, grab your drinks, and I have a giant jug of Hawaiian Punch over here next to me. See? So I am ready. I am hydrated. And let's do this. Move this over here and play. Dorm Uniform 1, if you turned out to enjoy it, TREY Clover. Hearts Labial Dorm, Rose Maze. I don't get the point of weeding, even when you pull the weeds out all nice and neat. That's so true, bro! He's so true for that! I am finally someone else that doesn't get the point of weeding. I'm so glad that I'm not the only one. Like, I feel like there should be a way to make it so that if you pull a weed out or you mow the lawn, it doesn't grow back. There should be like a streamlined, easy to do way to make it so you don't have to keep doing it every week, every couple days even, depending on what kind of weather you get. Bro, Ace, since I've been doing these vignettes so far, the last other two vignettes, which were Deuce and Riddle, like Ace has said some stuff that I fully agree with, man. Hold on, I gotta change the quality. I don't want data saver, bro. I'm on Wi-Fi. 1080p. There we go. Okay, let's do it. For once we agree on something, Ace. This feels like busy work with no end. Thank you. Two people. Great. I feel vindicated. Come on, guys, don't stop now. We need the lawn spotless for the unbirthday party. I get that, I do. It's the fact that we gotta do it all the time that's the problem. Not doing it like once a month, sure, but doing it all the time, that's a lot of work, man. But TREY's always like, he's the calm in the storm. He's like he keeps everything level, so of course he's gonna be calm and defend it like that. Wouldn't want any weeds in the background for a picture taking. And once you're done with the weeding, handle the mowing. Okay, thanks, Jesus, bro. Cater, come on, man, come on. I thought we had something, bro, but now you gotta do that, man. Oh, I hate mowing, man. Mowing's so annoying, especially using a push mower. Okay, if you ever... Okay, word of advice. Invest in a riding lawnmower, not a push mower. I use a push mower because that's what me and my parents have. It's awful when if the lawn's massive and if there's like a bunch of potential obstacles or anything like that. And if the ground's uneven, because it's naturally uneven, you're fucked with a push mower, man. It's just so annoying. Invest in a riding mower. At this point, it's too late for us. Like, we've been using a push mower for so long, there's just no point for us. But, like, if you're, like, a new homeowner or whatever, invest in a riding mower. I can't. I'm giving life advice now, man. And once you're done with the weeding, yeah. Okay, thanks, man. That's why. Bah. Why do freshmen get all the grunt work? Valid question. But also the answer is pretty simple. It's well, for a lot of people, for seniors and whatever, it's like it's a power trip, because they probably had to do it in their first year when they were freshmen, but now they can have their own freshmen do it for them. Like, it's a power trip. It's vindication for them that they're not the only ones that had to go through it. So it's just a perpetual cycle of hatred. I don't know where I was going with that, but that's probably why, honestly, for a lot of you. Croquette. Hold on. Croquette fieldwork just happens to be the freshman job. The sophomores and juniors are hard at work on other assignments. Okay, because Trey's saying this, I believe him. But if it was anyone else saying it, I'd be skeptical. But I trust Trey. I implicitly trust Trey, man. Party prep is a full team effort. The Queen of Hearts rules dictate as much. I get it. I get it. But come on, man. You know what? This is a world of magic. Why don't they have magic for reading the yard? We were just in Riddles. Yeah, in Riddles vignette. Cater had to deal with a with automated cleaning, whatever. I don't remember the exact phrasing. Why don't they have that for weeding? Because actually, you'd think they'd want that, especially someone like Riddle. Because if it's always perfect, you don't have to worry about like a freshman or whatever fucking it up. Why don't they have that automated? Especially because, like, if it's streamlined and it's the same result every single time, Riddle won't have a reason to worry about being stressed out over it, because he can rely on the magic that's been doing that hopefully would be doing well to do it. I'm a genius. Working together builds unity among us. Surely you guys can see the logic behind that. I do. I see that. Like, I saw it in the anime for season 1, man. I saw it. Don't get me wrong. But working together on something that everyone hates can also breed animosity among them. or the animosity can also be breeded not among them, but all pulled together towards the higher ups. That's how you get a riot or a strike. Sure, if by unity you mean we're all... Exactly, man. By yelling, "Off with your heads." Yeah, that is something he does. Although, probably not as often now, assuming this is what I read is correct, that a lot of these are the dorm uniform vignettes are after Riddle's orb body. He's probably not saying it as much, but old habits die hard, and he is still the house warden. I think he's still the house warden. What are you guys working on then? Question, what are you working on? Huh? I'm saying at the tea party, it's gonna be fierce. Just you wait. You do you, Cater. I'm baking cake. You can't have it. Okay, valid. Like, okay. Trey's job makes sense. He's the cook. He's the baker. Like, it makes sense, man. He's who I'd want to bake a cake. Okay, let me put it this way. This is an extreme example. An extreme statement. But if the only thing stopping our world from being destroyed by aliens was a single cake, I would trust Trey to bake it. I don't know if I'm putting my faith too much in him, but I would trust him to bake the single cake to save the planet. Exactly. Yeah, what kind of cake does someone make for an unbirthday party? Valid question. What kind? Well, that requires a bit of an explanation. Great. I'm here. I'm locked in. An unbirthday party is by definition not a birthday party. Thus, there's no single appropriate type of cake for it. So, wait. Okay. I'm showing my lack of knowledge when it comes to the Queen of Hearts and Alice in Wonderland? I think the Queen of Hearts is in Alice in Wonderland. I'm showing my lack of knowledge in that area. Why the fuck do they have an unbirthday party then? What's the point? Like a birthday party, I get it. No, it's not a birthday party. Why not just call it a party? Why is it called an unbirthday party? When I think of unbirthday party, I'm gonna be so real here. Now that I think about it, I didn't think about this much during the my anime reactions for the anime. It just was not something that I thought about. But when I hear an unbirthday party, I think of a party that it happens on a person's birthday, and then you kill the person whose birthday it is. I couldn't go like unbirthday. Like, you know how people, at least especially on TikTok, they use terms like unalive. That's what I think. Like unbirthday. I'm taking away your birthday by killing you, sort of thing. That's the vibe I get when I hear unbirthday. Like when I really think about it, that's what I get. Okay. But anyways, thus there's no single appropriate type of cake for it. Sound like the cook has a lot of freedom. True, but also there's probably rules within the rules about that. So, well, actually, no, it does matter. It does matter. It does matter because you also got to think about personal taste for people, especially for the Queen of Hearts, Riddle in this case. His Majesty needs to have the perfect cake, probably. And so, honestly, having that much free reign sounds like a burden because you have so much more that TREY. Oh, my light almost fell. Like having all that like freedom sounds like a burden because now TREY has so much else to worry about because he has to make sure it's just right. The flavor is just right. Oh, do people like this flavor? No? Okay, go for this one, sort of thing. Whereas if she's like knew exactly what kind he had to make, that'd be so much easier, less of a burden on him. That's what I think. In which case, what's wrong with just making chestnut tarts? Valid question. I'd try them. Oh. The Queen of Hearts rules cover this in loose detail. Of course they do. So, once again, just showing my lack of knowledge towards the Queen of Hearts. Did the Queen of Hearts just one day, for whatever reason, decide to sit down at her desk or chair or in her throne or whatever and write down like hundreds of rules for these? Or did she more likely have someone else do it for her while she just told them what to write down? And did she provide examples as well once she introduced the rules? That's funny to think about, man. I'm just imagining now when she's like announcing the rules to everyone. She's like, yo, this is what I mean by this rule. Shows someone fucking up the rule and then executing them. And like, for doing that for every single rule. And they're down like hundreds of people now because she kills every single one that breaks the rules to show what she means by not breaking this rule. That's... I'm thinking about this way too much, bro. I don't know if you all come here for me thinking about stuff like this way too much. I hope you do. There are two relevant edicts. Cakes must have candles, and no bringing chestnut tarts. What the fuck? Like, why? Why no bringing chestnut tarts specifically? That's so specific. But also, Cakes must have candles. It's a fucking birthday party. Just say it at this point, bro. I don't... Okay, well, technically you could probably have, like, cakes with candles on, like, an anniversary. Do you? What other times do people put candles on cakes? Aside from birthdays? Huh. Yeah, I got nothing on that one, man. And how about instead of one of your usual cakes, make a cake version of a cherry pie? Ooh. Now, I'm usually very picky about cherry anything, personally. But I'd try a cake version of a cherry pie. Especially if it's TREY making it, bro. I'd try just about anything he makes. There we go. I'm not editing this out, bro. This is already going to be too long, I can tell. It'll take even longer if I edit it. And how about cherry pies are sweet yet tart. They've got that flaky, chewy pie crust texture. Yeah, they do. And more to the point, they're my favorite. Hey, valid. Valid, trying to get TREY to make your favorite. But also, at least Ace is smart enough to not just say that. He, like, builds up to it leading up to this point. Like, giving some good points, but then he's like, also, especially, they're my favorite. Like, he's smart. Gotta give him that one, man. Don't put me on the spot with self-centered requests. Besides what? A nice eggy chiffon cake beats cherry pie any day of the week. It's easy on the palate and not overwhelmingly sweet. The fuck is a chiffon cake? I mean, I like eggs. An eggy chiffon cake. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds better than a cherry pie. It's also the fact that it's easy on the palate. That's nice and not overwhelmingly sweet. Is it still sweet though? I do like some sweetness. I'm actually, in recent years, I've actually not been a huge fan of like this super sweet stuff. And so like anything that's not like super sweet, but still I still like some sweetness. So if the eggy chiffon cake is still sweet, I'd probably try that more than the cherry pie. Why not just make both? True. That's true. But why doesn't TREY just make both? Like, is there a reason he can't make multiple cakes? Or is there like a rule that also says you can only have one cake? And, okay, what's considered a cake then? Can you only serve cake at the unbirthday party? Or can you serve like a pie? And then make the main cake the chiffon cake? Maybe? I don't know. I don't have all the rules memorized. And truthfully, I kind of forgot most of the rules from the anime, man. I did not. I see my thought for the whole dorm. Fair. Damn. I will be right back because I am noticing some lag with this recording. Alright, I am back. I don't know if the lag was seen on here. Hold on one second. Okay. Apologies once again, YouTube. Cake sounds be sweet. What if you baked a quiche? Ooh, quiche sounds good, bro. Yeah, what if you baked a quiche, right? Yeah, exactly. And this is also what I was saying with the whole like having so much freedom. Is there's even more of a burden now? Easy there, guys. Nobody said I was taking requests. Fair enough. Besides, we already have our ingredients lined up. Changing things now will prove tricky. Fair. That's fair, man. Whatever you do, TREY, I believe in you. You're a pro, TREY. You could. He is a pro. Yeah, he is a pro. But he is a pro. Oh, Perfect patissier tray is super good. I get why you'd want to ask him for things. Yeah. At least Cater gets it. True. That is true, unfortunately. Damn. His cakes are great, but if it's the same thing every time, it's gonna get a little samey. Damn. Damn. I had to reread that. Yeah, I mean, it's important to mix it up, you know? I know I don't have a different type of cake every time. Fair. I like variety, man. Variety is the spice of life. Yes, I see. Then why don't you all try making the cake yourselves? Then you can do whatever kind you like. That's true. Yeah, why don't you just do it yourself, man? You know, even this school encourages students to learn their way around the kitchen. That's why it offers an elective culinary course. Hell yeah, bro. I mean, I'm glad it encourages them to learn their way around the kitchen. Everyone should know how to use a microwave, a stove, a stove basically, and like can make basic stuff. Like I'm gonna expose myself here a little bit. I am not a stove or oven user. I use the microwave. I can use a stove. Don't get me wrong. I can use a stove. I can make ramen, like the packaged top ramen. I can also make I can do eggs, grilled cheese. I can make a mean box of mac and cheese. I can make enough to survive if I need to, but I prefer the microwave. The microwave's just easier. What I really want though is an air fryer. Yo, an air fryer would go so hard. Anyways, I like food. That's also partially why Trey's one of my favorite characters, because he's like into food and all that. But the class that teaches practical cooking skills, right? Yeah. Probably, yeah, that's what he's talking about. That's one. It's a traditional program that's been around for years. It's there to empower students to cook for themselves after graduating. Hell yeah! They don't want their students starving. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if they didn't have that class? There are students that graduate will be starving left and right, probably. Especially the ones that come from like what I assume in this world are like bigger, influential, rich families, if those exist in this world, which I assume they probably do. Like Riddle's parents, they probably have like butlers or chefs or whatever cooking for them. Like if they go into the real world after graduating without having no how to cook, they'll probably starve. We're only 5 minutes in, bro. Let me move this up a little bit. It's voluntary, so not too many students take it, but it's a good course starts with the ABCs of cooking. Hell yeah. That's your first and last mistake, brother. Brother, that's your first and last mistake. Don't watch an expert and think that it's easy after seeing them do it. They're an expert for a reason, bro. Oh. It'll be way easier and more fun than this stupid lawn maintenance. I mean, if you say so. The thing is, I mean, I'm glad Trey's on board. Or he's either on board, or he's trying to get them to learn just how bad it is. How hard it is. How hard it actually is. But lawn maintenance, way easier if you think about it. Because that's like 1 or 2, maybe 3 things you gotta focus on. But baking and cooking, you gotta worry about the ingredients. How many is too many? How many eggs is too many? Do you need half a cup or a third? Stuff like that, and the timing, all that, bro. They're gonna regret this. I can guarantee it. We're always trying to help for baking sweets, so it'd be a win-win for me if you turned out to enjoy cooking. Hell yeah. I'd enjoy cooking. I'd be asking him for help occasionally, because I know when to admit my defeat. I'll get you everything you need, so if you want in on making the cake, follow me. Hell yeah. I mean, I'll get into it, but I'd still ask for help, because I know when to admit defeat, as I was saying. I got so distracted, bro. What do you think, Deuce? You know, Ace. You were way out of line when you suggested that Trey's cakes were getting samey. Damn. You were out of line, yeah. I mean... Okay. Let me read this. Hey, you were in on it too. Besides, Trey's a chill guy. It'd take more than that to get him mad. technically probably true on the surface. But okay, let me tackle. I'm gonna tackle what he said, both parts. First part, Deuce was in on it too, to an extent, but he wasn't like. I don't remember if he was calling it samey like Ace was. Like Deuce was more respectable about it, I feel like. But anyways, the main part. Trey's a chill guy. It'd take more than that to get mad. Okay, on the surface, yes, I imagine it would. But that's only on the surface. That's what you see. Because Trey, he's definitely the kind of guy who, like, okay, maybe not buries his emotions. He might actually be someone that I could actually see him being someone that buries his emotions, just like Riddle. Maybe. Okay, it depends, really, on what the emotion is. But the point is, I feel like Trey, he is a chill guy. But he also probably is someone that takes things like this to heart way more. Like he's way more, I don't want to say sensitive, because that people always say that's like a cowardly thing if you're sensitive. But he's way more vulnerable towards himself than other people probably are. That's the vibe I got from him for season 1. And also the vibe that I've gotten from him so far from when we've seen him talk in the vignettes. So far. So yeah. Be nice to Trey, man. He's doing his best with what he has to work with, man. Clean people. Maybe so. He is pretty mature. He's kind of hard to carry. A pretty rare combo among our student body. Damn. Damn. That should be a common combo, not a rare one. Being kind-hearted and caring. If anyone told me that the job I did looked easy, I'd lose my. Well, to be fair, Deucey, you would you've lost your cool more than once for something as something a little less than that. Kind of. Okay, well, to other people it might be less, but I know the real value of things like that to you, man. But like. Yeah, fair. If anyone told me the job I did looked easy, I'd lose my cool in a heartbeat. Now, I'm not saying my job is hard. I watch, for the most part, I watch stuff and give my thoughts. It's simple enough. But there is more that goes into it than just sitting on camera and talking and stuff. Like, there's editing thumbnails, managing, like, finances. That's not easy. I hate managing finances, man. It's so annoying. But it's worth it, because I like money. I like food and money. But the point is, I get what he's talking about. I get it, man. If he got mad over that, he'd never be able to manage our short fuse. I think Riddle's just a special case, if we're being completely honest here, man. Because they've known each other for so long, they have a connection that goes beyond being a school, like a second in command and a house, like between a second in command and a house lord. Like they have more of a connection than that, man. Like so, I don't think that's a valid thing to say, Ace. Right? Now that you mentioned, even I have barely ever seen Trey get mad. Oh no, I'm starting to think maybe this is his way of This is his version of being mad. He's like he's being passive aggressive. That's what it is, isn't it? He's like, yo, you think my job's easy? Okay, you go make it yourself. But he packages it in a way that seems nice and welcoming to everyone. I see what's going on here now. That's what's going on, right? I hope. But when he does get bent out of shape, he can stay that way for a while. Damn. I don't blame him, man. It's always the people that don't look like they get mad that get mad the longest. Usually. Hearts will have you dorm. This is ridiculous. The complete lack of progress on our preparations is actually astounding. I know, right, man? The lawn isn't fully mowed. The rose colors are a mishmash. Not even the silverware is polished yet. Damn. We'll never be ready in time for the birthday party tomorrow. Poor Riddle, man. Settle down, Riddle. Yeah. Settle down now, Riddle. Remember? Remember what we agreed on. We're going to have a nice, pleasant party this time with no one losing their head. That's right. I've said this before, but I really do. I do love the friendship, the relationship between Riddle and TREY. It really is nice to see. And it's not like TREY is babying him either. It's not like he's talking down to him. He's just reminding him of something of what they've agreed upon before. So it's not like he's like infantilizing him or anything like that. I just really appreciate their dynamic, man. It's sweet. Yeah, no one losing their head this time. Nice, pleasant party. Yeah. Sure, they're slow, but everyone's got to start somewhere. That's true, yeah. Yeah. Why don't you start by showing the freshmen an efficient way to cut the lawn? Damn. Okay, would Riddle cut the lawn himself? I feel like he would. Hold on. I gotta lock in what he's saying. If we finish our tasks one by one, we were ready for the party with plenty of time to spare, right? That is true. But I was gonna question if Riddle would lower himself, so to speak, to mow the lawn. But yeah, he would. Even before he overbloated, I feel like he would. Because he cares that much about the rules, maybe. Although maybe, there might be a Queen of Hearts rule that says the Queen of Hearts shall not do manual labor. But then, no, I don't think there is, because I don't imagine the Queen of Hearts, who I know almost nothing about still, except for what we've seen of her reincarnation, essentially. But I don't think she'd have that kind of rule, because she's not the kind of person who would, without question, 100% of the time rely on everybody else to do something. She's definitely the kind of person who would be like, fine, if they won't do it, I'll do it myself, sort of thing, to get it done. Although she'll be pissed about it, probably, and she'll be in a bad mood, but she'll do it. I feel like Riddle's probably the same way, except less of a bad mood. But also, it's TREY asking, so Riddle's probably more open to just about anything. I suppose you're right. Thank you, TREY. Yeah, this is definitely after he overblotted. This has to be. Now I better check up on the rose painting. True. But before that, let's pop by the kitchen. Oh yeah, things are not looking good. I can almost guarantee it. Hearts of Yellow Dorm. Kitchen. Oh, this music. Right, so I'll start by opening all the chocolate bars to get them melting for the cake. Oof. Okay. No. Oh, magic. Oh, bring magic into it. For an expert like TREY, bringing magic into it, I could see that making sense. But for newbies, I wouldn't recommend bringing magic in like that, man. Because, like, yeah, magic can be easy. But if you don't know how to do it exactly right, you still have to know what you're doing for the actual baking. But okay. I don't think you'd melt the chocolate first, because if you're not fast enough to get everything else done in time, the chocolate would melt, but then it'd be hard if it sits for too long before you can put it on the cake, right? The key is the cheese, so let's try. I don't know what fermenting milk is. I'm gonna be so honest here. I said we were making a quiche. By the way, I don't know how to clean the fish, bro. Don't look at me, man. I see the kitchen is nice and lively. Lots of students hard at work. Good. Yeah, he's being passive-aggressive. He has to be, right? At least a small part of him has to be passive-aggressive. Hey, TREY, come to check up on our eager little wannabe bakers? Yeah. Something like that. Are you done overseeing the setup for the party tails? Good question. This music, I don't know. Never mind, it's gone. Sigh, we're hard at work now. Riddle's been in the real foul mood lately. I don't know if it's because the one birthday party's coming up or what. Is it normal for Riddle to be in a bad mood? I get the feeling he's gonna explode from one more thing that doesn't meet his standards. Honestly, the fact that Cater said that he's gonna explode, not explode again, that's a progress. He hasn't exploded yet. Because I feel like Cater would probably say he's gonna explode again if he finds one more thing that doesn't meet his standards. Maybe not. But I feel like Riddle's making progress. Yeah. Exactly, that's progress. Exactly. Me and Trey are on the same wavelength, bro. And there it is. You're give me no. I wouldn't call that giving him a pass. I'd call that giving him some leeway, because Riddle is still growing at his own pace. Not everyone has character growth at the same speed. I wouldn't call that giving him a pass. Giving him a pass would be like if he offered your heads to everybody except for Trey, and Trey is like, well, you had it coming, I guess. I feel like that'd be giving him a pass. But not this. This is not giving him a pass, I don't think. Have you pampered him like that since you were kids, or what? Valid question. But fair enough. Riddle deserves to be pampered after everything he's been through, man. He deserves to be pampered and taken care of. People don't understand. I haven't been around you guys that long, but doesn't it ever get exhausting? That's a fair question. He didn't have a reputation for getting angry before. Maybe he's just feeling the pressure of his... Ooh! Okay, interesting. He didn't have a reputation for getting angry before. Maybe he's just feeling the pressure of responsibility now that he's house warden. Huh. Okay. I can see that being true. Especially because now that's probably like house warden, the role of house warden is like something that he was like probably groomed for or prepared for, or a leadership position. And so now that he's in a leadership position, he now has more, not only the pressure of responsibility now that he's the house warden, but he also has the expectations laid on him by the people in his life that have been like laying it on thick about how he has to be like top of the line in a good position in society. Oh, really? You sure you didn't take after his crazy strict mom? No. Even after... Trey doesn't look quite so happy, but Riddle's mom... Like, Riddle is strict, but he's not strict like her. Like, he has leeway. She wouldn't know leeway if it stabbed her in the chest. Genuinely. I've said this before, I'll say this again. If Riddle's mom met an unfortunate accident off a cliff or on a battlefield, I don't fucking know, I would not be sad. I'd be sad if Riddle was sad, because that still was his mom at the end, would have been his mom at the end of the day, so he might be sad over that still. But I would not be sad for her death. I'm gonna be honest here. Just so we're clear, Riddle's mother is in a different league. Exactly. That's right, man. That's right. At least Trey knows. Trey knows, man. Back when it got out that I was absconding with Riddle to play. Ooh. Backstory. Once I walked back home, my family was easily 10 times madder than Riddle ever gets. I got lectured by the whole family for 5 hours straight. Damn! Did we see this in the anime, or is this because we saw one scene of them as kids. But that was more as Riddle's mom was... The kids were there with Riddle's mom and Trey's parents, and she was going off on them. So this is probably a different time. Ooh. I'm glad we got to learn something else. I like backstory. Once I walked back home, my family was easily 10 times madder. Why? Is it because of who her mom is? Who his mom is? Is it because of whose Riddle's mom is that they were mad? Or... But 5 hours straight, man, is insane. Yikes. Hard to believe you're smiling while saying that, Trey. I know, right? He smiles through the pain. Oh, it's funny to look back on now. Who gets that mad? Exactly! True! Well, we know who gets mad about kids playing. Riddle's mom and apparently Trey's family. Unless they're just mad that they got lectured by her. Not that he went out to play with Riddle. But damn, man. Why do people in universe, why do people like Riddle's mom? What has she done for society that outweighs what she did to Riddle? Seriously. I don't get it. But I'll admit it was scary at the time. I had no idea why I was even getting yelled at. Me too, man. I don't know why either. Do you still not know why, or do you know why now? I was worried that I'd done something terrible. Damn. No, you didn't do anything terrible, man. I asked Chenya. I asked Chenya, and all he say was, "What do I know?" Fat load of good he was. Damn. I love Chenya though. He's such a fun character, bro. He was also adorable. To be fair, they were all adorable as children. Like when they were youngsters, they were all happy and playing and stuff. It was nice and wholesome and adorable. And then trauma hit. But no, I love Chenya. There's a reason he's in my third favorite character. He's a great character, man. He's so much fun. He's the fun, like, ask for forgiveness rather than permission character that Riddle desperately did need. Riddle and TREY desperately needed someone like Chenya in their corner. So I'm glad they had him, man. And I felt extra guilty when I thought about how Riddle. Oh yeah, ooh, that's actually valid. That's valid to feel guilty about that. But at the same time, I don't think he should feel guilty. At the end of the day, Riddle's mom should feel guilty, not TREY. But TREY does. He takes things more like seriously for himself. A lot of self-pressure. Self-pressure? So you've always been on the serious side or the long-suffering side. Damn. Kind of, yeah. You'd be the same if you met Riddle's mom. True. There was no reasoning with her whatsoever when she lost her temper. How often did she lose her temper? Again, what exactly does she do in Twisted-Wonderland society that like outweighs what she's done to Riddle, and also what she might do when she lashes out? I'd be on the long-suffering side too if I met his mother. Although, again, if she met the business end of a cliff, I'd be happy. I wouldn't mind it. Would I be the one to do it? No. That's too risky. But would I encourage it? Yes. There was no reasoning here with her. Yeah. Sometimes I reread what I'm reading if I stop and pause for a talk for a minute. I'm just glad to see Riddle light. Yeah, me too, man. It's so sweet. It's so sweet when he gets to light up. We got to see him do that, man. He really does, huh? When he gets one of your tarts. Yeah. It's so sweet, man. It's so adorable. It's also sad. It's also sad because we know that he wasn't allowed sweets or sugar, and oof. But is Riddle's mother. Riddle's mother, I think, is what's called an almond mom. And the only reason I even know about almond moms is because I am very much online. I'm on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and I end up getting onto a certain like algorithm, like scrolling sessions, and I'll see some stuff like about these almond moms that are like incredibly strict about dieting and stuff like that, like to an extreme, like disorder-inducing degree. And when I think about it from that angle, because I didn't know about almond moms before I had reacted to the anime, but think about it now, she seems kind of like an almond mom in that regard, when it comes to food at least. Your baking skills are mad crazy. I can only imagine how many times they've saved the rest of us this past year. Valid. Flattery will get you nowhere. True. Except, unless it's from Riddle. After all, I'm not even good enough to be trusted with cake duty for this year's party. Damn. damn, man. So he is salty about it. I don't blame him for being salty about this, man. They did all kind of like gang up on him and take over. Even more bent out of shape than I thought. Yeah, exactly. See, he doesn't have to show the anger. He's just very passive aggressive. Sorry, did you say something? Nope, don't mind me. Hartswell dorm, tea garden. Hell yeah. The next day. Hell yeah. I'm stretching my legs. Phew, I managed to round up all the escaped hedgehogs in time for the party. Good. Cool. Oh. Okay, so this vignette follows immediately after Deuce's vignette. Right, because Deuce's vignette was the flamingos and stuff, where we met Rook as well. At least that's the vibe I'm getting. I might be wrong here. Now we can kick things off anytime. Nice work, guys. It sounds like you had to go through quite a lot of things. Yeah, they did, man. I love TREY's hat. I think he's the only person aside from Riddle's really adorable crown. I'm pretty sure TREY's the only one who wears like a hat. I love his hat, man. It's a dapper. He looks dapper with it. I was worried for a little while there. I'm relieved to see that everything is ordered. Me too, man. Me too. Even Riddle's happy. One shindig, hold the head off things coming right up there. I don't see any cake out here. Where? Oh, valid question. TREY, where's the cake, man? Oh yeah, about idiots. Yeah, bring out the cake, bro. Come on, you thought it was so easy. Oh, they're gonna fuck it up. Oh, they fucked it up there. Okay. What's better? Bringing out a cake that looks... Cakes plural that look awful? Or saying that you don't have any cake at all? I feel like saying you don't have any cake at all would probably be better with Riddle. Because at least, like Riddle wouldn't be offended by seeing an awful looking cake. He'd just be offended that there's no cake ready, which I feel like would be significantly better than him being offended by seeing a tragic looking cake, man. The cake team is looking a little worse for wear, man. What are you thinking, TREY? Dorm Uniform 3, if you turn on to enjoy. Tea Garden. Okay, bring it out quickly, yeah. Here you are. How bad is it? We freshmen, we poured our hearts into it. Did you really? Don't show it to me. Don't show it. Good enough. What's that awful smell? Sickeningly sweet, really fishy, and sour. What the fuck did you do to a cake? How the fuck do you fuck up a cake like that? It's sickeningly sweet, weirdly fishy, and sour and bitter enough. Not even TREY could fix that. Okay, maybe he could. Maybe, because TREY is a genius. Green syrup, blue icing, and hot pink decoration. I mean, hot pink is pretty cool. This isn't cake, this is some kind of art. Destruction. Valid. Hey, that'd get clicks. Let's be honest. But dude, it's moving? Is the fish still alive? Brother, do you not know how to kill a fish? I don't either. But I wouldn't use something I didn't know how to actually prepare. Jesus Christ, man. And I thought they were making separate cakes, not one big cake. Is this really edible? I don't know. I don't think it is. Good gravy. The cake makes a statement, all right. Now, who made this? Yeah, who made it? That wasn't me. It was him. Damn. Time to blame the game. Play the blame game. What was not you were? Hey, wait a minute. This whole thing started because Ace said he wanted something different from the usual. That makes it his idea. Oh. You know, he's not exactly wrong. Ace did start this. He rallied them together. Technically, Deuce also did help out a little bit, so yeah. Maybe I was the idea guy, but you were the one to... I mean, true. And how about blame Deuce for escalating things by asking for Jesus Christ. Yeah, I knew they were going to also go for the Deuce blame as well. Yeah, leave Deuce alone. You guys gotta take responsibility for your own failures, that's right. Of course they're fighting. Poor Riddle, man. Remember, soft touch, okay? You know? Instead of getting angry, I would not blame Riddle if he just cried. Like, everything was going smoothly. So far, everything was perfect. The cake comes out, it's ruined. I would not blame Riddle if he, instead of getting pissed, he just broke down and cried. I would... That would make me cry if he cried, bro. All of you. Hurt. Yeah? What's up? Uh-oh. Is he, though? No, Trey's gonna step in. Trey, do your thing. Be the Riddle Whisperer. You dare bring this insult to cakes everywhere to a highly esteemed unbirthday party? You'd all be ready for what comes next. Damn, he's pissed. Is that supposed to be like someone? I think someone in the comments said it's supposed to be more of a comedic making his face red, but it just looks terrifying, right? Am I the only one who thinks he actually kind of looks terrifying when his face gets like that? I don't really see the comedy in it. The whole him getting his, at least for him, he actually looks kind of scary. Wait, why are we included? You started this, Race. Please calm down. If you want us to make amends, I'll join them in. Gets cut off, bro. Off with your head! No more excuses! Off with... Stop. Huh? Why is he... Settle down, Riddle. Oh, damn, Trey's serious. What Trey? Let go. Oh, damn, he grabbed his arm? Damn. Trey is not giving him a pass. They have to pay the consequences for ruining it. I'll grant that the cake looks downright inedible. Hey, at least he gives that. Just looking at it kills your appetite. Its stench is offensive to the senses, and it's generally just a rookie effort. It's a joke. Damn. Damn. Passive. He's a passive-aggressive king. Hey, I don't even know if that's passive-aggressive. He's serious. It's a joke. It is a joke. But this is a cake created from freshmen brainstorming together. It's emblematic of Hearts Lab. You own the way. Okay. They got the spirit, I guess. That's what he's going for. But they still need to face some kind of punishment. Although, dealing with this, the cake in itself, spending all that time is kind of a punishment of it itself. And also pissing Riddle off is also kind of a punishment. But like, damn. I mean, I get it. And really, isn't that what matters? Trey is too nice. No, not in the least. Hell yeah. That's right, Riddle. Oh, right? The cake doesn't have candles in it. Damn, you forgot the candles? Damn, it's not compliant with the Kingdom Hearts rules. That's unfortunate. Why don't you make the cake like usual, Trey? If you'd done that, we wouldn't have this mess. I mean, that is true. That is kind of true. But also, Trey has a reason for it. Easy there, I hear you. The unbirthday party's supposed to be a happy occasion, you know? Okay, did he actually he made a cake on his own, right? He made a secret cake in his own time. Because he knew this would happen, right? Like, he planned, oh, well, he didn't plan for Riddle to get this pissed, probably. But, like, he planned for this, right? Come on, tell me he big-brained this. Don't worry, I have a separate... I knew it. I knew it. I was right. Oh, yeah. You do? Yeah, of course he does, bro. You think he really trusts you all? Oh. This is the thumbnail, probably. The unbirthday party is a special day for Hearts of Yo. Won't leave anything a chance. Hell yeah. I'm glad. Damn, that cake looks good. Off with all these students said. Yeah, valid. He wanted them to learn a lesson. Right? Come on, tell me he planned this. And there's no problem. Exactly. Yeah, you should all thank your lucky star. Yeah, thank you, TREY. My goat. My king. Oh no, Riddle's the king. You're the prince, I guess. You're the man, TREY. And with that, everything's good to go. Let the unbirthday party begin. Good call, Cater. Happy unbirthday. I still don't know what the point of an unbirthday is. Except for maybe executing someone on their birthday. TREY. No, my esteemed upperclassman TREY. You saved our bacon. Yeah, you did. Yeah, he did. Fuck. I don't want to take a break, bro. How are we doing this? I'm almost done, man. I thought I was going to lose my head for sure there. Thanks for talking the housewarming out of it. Yeah. You're the goat, TREY. When did you find time to bake a spare cake? Valid question. He probably planned this from the beginning, right? Come on, tell me. Oh, I snuck it in last night after everybody went to bed. Hey, okay. He didn't actually plan all this, but fair enough. I thought he'd big brain the whole thing. He knew this would happen. But at the same time, at least he's quick to move my drink. At least he's quick to like have a bad feeling and figure it out, man. Whoops, I hit play. Yo, TREY's cake looks so good. Yeah, it does, man. I'm hungry for the cake, bro. As long as it's not too sickeningly sweet. Seriously, I could dig in right now, but you can't. It's Riddle's turn, right? Or surely this cake isn't good enough for you. Damn. Huh? Passive aggressiveness. Don't worry, this one is for me and Riddle to share. Hell yeah. Damn, man, called it. He's still mad. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. He is mad. He's just very passive aggressive. No. No, let him him and Riddle have the cake. They can bond even more. Riddle deserves all the cake, actually. Give him all the cake. TREY, please, you don't have a whole grudge. Yeah. You're doing the best bake by far, so don't you guys agree? I agree. I mean, hey, yeah, fair enough. I'll say it again. I've been a TREY ride or die from day one, just like with Riddle. I trust you guys have learned your lesson. You can't play it fast and lose in the kitchen. Exactly. This was all a lesson. I was right. Good. Exactly. That's what I've been saying, bro. That's what I've been fucking saying. That's why things are done a certain samey way. Maintaining the peace is no easy task. No, it's not, bro. But you're doing it. You're maintaining the peace really well. Just to be clear, you are talking about baking, right? Because it sounds like you're talking about the house party. Are they different? Are they really that different, man? Anyway, yeah. Yeah, I understand, man. I love how he just dodges the question. Yes, sir. Good. That's all I needed to hear. Hell yeah. I'd be happy. Hell yeah. I'll accept this cake. All of it. Cake time. Nope. Wait. What's up? What are you going to do with the cake you made? You can't let food go to waste. Oh, true. Oh, they gotta eat that. Damn, man. Do not gain any of my unbirthday until you've eaten yours down. Damn, bro. That's cruel. That's some cruel and unusual punishment. That's a war crime. But valid. Nope. No, simple apology is not gonna cut it. Obviously. What's TREY being kind-hearted and mature? He is. As long as you're respectful back to him. The more you chill the dude, the scarier he gets. Exactly. Exactly. I said that too earlier. Oh, we're almost done. Cool. And that, right there, let me go back to... Let me go back to the actual shot. Come on, show me. Come on. I want to give my thoughts, but I want to have that in the background. There we go. There. Anyways, this was fun. This was a fun vignette, man. If you couldn't tell, I love TREY so much, man. And I love Riddle as well, as I've said many times. I glaze them. They're both great characters, bro. But, yeah, this was a lot of fun. Man, TREY really, again, TREY really does have, like, the weight of the world on his shoulders, man. And I would still trust him to handle the, world peace if that was necessary, like, to save our planet. He, like, had to bake a cake. I'd trust him to do that. Easily. But with that said, thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see my reactions to the vignettes and events early access, a day or two early, you can check it out on Patreon in the description down below. You might have to look a little bit because I upload quite a bit on there. But you'll find them. They're early access. They'll come over here at some point, in like a day or two after they're on Patreon. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, the notification bell, hype the video on the YouTube mobile app. Helps me out a lot. Yeah, make sure you engage with the video. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below, as always. And with that said, until next time, my name is Mark. Never stop being yourself. Stay safe there, and I will see all you incredible people in a very next video.